I eat my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Woo! I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Woo! I'm strong to the finish, 'cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Woo! Woo! Popeye sang his iconic theme song as he walked along his neighborhood, undisturbed by anything in his path. He arrived at Olive Oil's house and called, Yoo-hoo! Olive Oil! Olive didn't answer. Popeye threw a rock at Olive's window, which broke it, and Olive finally noticed him. Sweetheart! She called back. Popeye chuckled as Olive descended down the water pipe attached to her house, landing in a barrel of water. Wanna go to the rodeo? Asked Popeye. I sure do, replied Olive with enthusiasm. They headed to the local rodeo where Olive purchased a ticket. Then, using her quick thinking, she snuck behind a fence and gave the ticket to Popeye. He presented it to the ticket man and they both entered the rodeo. Wimpy was the rodeo announcer. Or at least, he was supposed to be the announcer. Instead, he was eating hamburgers, and he painted the words he was supposed to say on a large page of paper for everyone to see. The first event was a fancy horsemanship demonstration, where the great Bluto showcased his talent by riding a horse. He amazed the audience by skillfully dividing the horse into 3 smaller horses, and even riding on the horse's tail. Bluto encouraged his horse by saying, Get along, little doggy, get along! Then, Bluto came up to Olive and hailed her. Thank you, he said. 80 grand, Olive asked Popeye. Yeah, watch me, replied Popeye, unintrigued by Bluto's performance. Popeye took Bluto's horse without permission and rode it backwards. After that, the horse's head and tail were switched by Popeye pulling its tail, and he rode it forward again. Get along, you old lug! Laughed Popeye as he roped Bluto's horse around a big ring in the rodeo grounds, performing various tricks on the horse in a rodeo ring, including having the horse ride Popeye. Hot diggity! Hooted Popeye. Some fun, huh, kid? Following Popeye's display, Wimpy turned the page and painted on the words for the next event, the steer wrestling competition. Suddenly, a ferocious bull charged in from behind the door. Bluto swiftly ran up to it, grabbed its horns, and twisted its head around several times. However, when he released the bull's horns, they hit him multiple times as the bull's head spun around very quickly. After the bull's head came to a halt, it retorted to Bluto, Oh yeah! Popeye, eager to best his archenemy, ran up to the bull. Oh boy, I've been waiting for you. I'll twist your brains out, you bet. He grabbed the bull by the arms, only for the bull to strangle him with its hind legs. Popeye retaliated by grabbing the whole bull and slamming it to the ground several times. Then out came another, even more fierce bull. Bluto saw it and tried to rope it, but the bull ran off. Bluto still held the rope, so he was dragged along, but tried again to rope the bull, but the bull pummeled Bluto and tied him up instead. Popeye couldn't help but laugh at Bluto's predicament, and used classic matador techniques to deal with the animal. Here, bully, 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 he called, showing no fear. Bluto managed to free himself and proceeded to capture Olive with a lasso. You keep your hands to you, that's what you are, scolded Olive. Popeye heard her cries for help and rushed to her aid with the bull hot on his heels. The three of them collided when Olive suddenly stopped. In the end, the pursuit of Olive by Bluto came to a halt, and a massive fight broke out between the three of them. Olive managed to flee the chaos, while Popeye resorted to his trusty spinach can, taking a big gulp and landing a powerful punch on Bluto that sent him flying into a nearby tree hollow. Suddenly, the bull charged towards Popeye, but with an impressive display of strength, he delivered a single blow that transformed the animal into a full meat market, with every cut of beef you can imagine. Popeye's new meat market had sirloins, ribeyes, stew meat, kebabs, briskets, strip steaks, skirt steaks, rounds, flanks, shanks, plates, chucks, flat irons, and filet mignons. "How much for all your steaks?" Olive asked Popeye. "For you, me tender love, they're all free," said Popeye romantically. They took all the meat to Olive's house, and they had quite the feast, with plenty of spinach, courtesy of Popeye.